So first of all, the easiest thing I'm going to start with, the thing that everyone can do, is they can contact their state legislators, right? I mean, fundamentally, elections are run at the state level; they're not run at the federal level. And there is something that every state can do to improve their voting, including Massachusetts. In fact, I published a piece on Democracy Docket about 7 laws that every blue state should adopt today. None of them cost taxpayers any money or any real money, and they'd all improve voter access and prevent disenfranchisement. So there is something for every state legislature, whether it's a blue state or red state or something in between, to do. Number two, if you have the time, get trained as a poll worker, because there's a poll worker shortage in this country. And in a lot of places like Massachusetts, where they administer, or New Hampshire, where they administer elections at the hyper local level, and I mean at the hyper local level, they need more poll workers, but they need them everywhere. Like even in vote by mail states, they need more poll workers. If you can't afford the time to become an officially trained poll worker, contact your state or local Democratic Party organization, because they need poll observers or they need volunteers to be involved in this. And they also, by the way, need volunteers to do voter contact. The easiest way to prevent there from being problems on election day or after election day is to persuade people to register to vote, to make a plan to vote, and to do so for Democratic candidates up and down the ballot. If you do those things, and so being involved in the efforts to help make sure that voters are educated about what their options are for registration and in-person voting or voting by mail, and that they have the information they need about the candidates that they should support, goes a long way towards making sure we have free and fair elections. And finally, I would say that if partisan politics is not for you, if you're just someone who is like, look, I don't necessarily agree with what Meg and Mark and John have done supporting individual candidates. There are lots of progressive nonprofit organizations that do this work. And so find one of those organizations that does voter registration or voter education or voter protection, and volunteer for them, because all of these organizations, I mean, I've known Meg a long time. When she was an organizer, I don't think she ever said she had enough people. So